Hi everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to make puff pastry sheets from scratch. So let me talk you through the ingredients. Here we have 650 grams of hard margarine, which is known as masterpuff or lily margarine. In case if hard margarine is not easily available, you can use a high quality butter. Here we have normal butter, 100 grams, 20 grams of sugar, 15 grams of salt, and 1 kilo of all-purpose flour, 550 ml of water at room temperature. So first let's prepare the hard margarine. What I have done here is, usually the hard margarine comes in a cube. I have taken the cube, I placed it in the center of a parchment paper, and then I beat it with a wooden rolling pin, and then I folded the parchment paper into a nice clean square. So this is what I did, and then I rolled the butter or the hard margarine with the rolling pin so that it will be equally distributed among the corners. Once it's prepared, you can refrigerate it until use. Now let's prepare the dough. First add in the flour, and then we add the sugar, the salt, and give it a good mix. Now let's add in the 100 grams of butter to the flour and give it a good mix until the flour gets coated well with the butter. Now gradually pour in the water while the machine is still running. It will easily take 10 minutes for the whole flour to combine into a dough. So this is an undeveloped dough. This is where we stop. I'm not going to knead it until it turns soft. I just want an undeveloped dough. So I'll make a nice ball, not a very smooth ball. It's going to look like this. So don't be afraid, nothing has gone wrong. It is going to look like this. Now using a knife, make 2 slits on the top, just like an X, and then you open it like a tulip. The reason to do this is because we want the air to go into the dough, and then we cover it with a cling wrap and leave it on the countertop for 30 minutes. 30 minutes later, when you unwrap the dough, you will see you have achieved a very nice, beautiful, soft dough. Pull the 4 corners, keeping the center as it is. With the help of a rolling pin, roll out all 4 corners, leaving the center untouched. Try to roll out the 4 flaps into squares. The center square should fit in the hard margarine. It has to be the same size of the hard margarine that we created earlier. So now if you see, the hard margarine square fits in well. So you unwrap the parchment paper. So now you place the margarine, the hard margarine, on the center of the dough. So next is a crucial stage. Make sure you cover the hard margarine with the first flap of the dough. And next, the opposite side of the first flap. Make sure to pull the dough flap to the end of the dough, covering it very well. And then you take the next one and you pull it again to the end of the next corner. And the final one, you see it was short, so I'm pulling it forward to the right end of the dough. and seal all corners. Now observe this next step very carefully. This fold should face towards your side. Dust some flour on the surface because now we are going to roll out the dough. So you roll the dough side to side. The thickness of your dough should be not less than 2 mm. So you roll out the dough into a nice rectangle. Make a mark in the center with your fingers. Fold one flap and bring the next flap over it. Now your first lamination is done. We're going to make the second lamination. The fold should again face towards you. So you see both the sides are open and then the fold comes towards you. Now again for the second time we're going to make the marking in the center and we are going to bring the first flap to the corner to the marking. And if there is any dust of flour over the dough, please make sure that you brush it out. Now you bring the next flap, folding right across the previous flap. So now we are done with our second lamination. Dust out all the excess flour over it. Once we are done with the second lamination, we need to give a rest for ourselves and to the dough. So now we cling wrap it well and we refrigerate it for 30 to 40 minutes. Now unwrap the dough and let's prepare ourselves for the next rolling session, the third lamination. Again, don't forget, the fold face towards you and then we dust some flour. Try to use very less amount of flour on your dough. And then with our trusty rolling pin, let's start rolling out the dough. The last and final lamination, the fourth lamination. So you turn the fold facing towards you and then you're going to start rolling the dough again for the last time, hopefully. Finally done with all the laminations, but if you still have the energy and stamina, you can go with 2 more rounds of laminations. So altogether you'll get 6 laminations. I guess I'm happy with the 4 laminations where I will achieve 81 layers in my pastry dough. Wow, we are finally done with all the 4 laminations. So now let's cling wrap the pastry dough. If you are not going to use it right away, then make sure that you seal the pastry dough very well with the cling wrap and then you can freeze it for 2 to 3 months. If you are planning to use it right away, then it is better or recommended to leave it in the refrigerator for at least half an hour. So 30 minutes later, I take out my dough, my pastry dough. It is nice and firm. It looks really nice. I feel so happy to see the end result. So you see, again, when you're going to roll out the dough, make sure the fold is facing you. The thickness of the pastry sheet should be not less than 2 millimeters. Now, with the help of a pizza cutter and a ruler, try to trim the edges of the sheet. Here I was able to achieve 32 squares in the size of 4 by 4 inches. Now you can start filling your pastry sheets. Here I have prepared a spicy beef filling for my pastry. You can use any fillings of your choice. It can either be sausages or you can even use a sweet filling to this. Now let me show you how to make a triangular shaped pastry. Using some egg yolks, I'm going to bring one corner of the pastry to the other corner, and you slightly press the pastry. Don't press it too hard, just slightly. You just stick it together. That's it. Once you're done shaping your pastries, you can arrange them on a baking pan. Let me show you how to make a rectangular shaped pastry. It's as simple as the previous one. Just apply some egg yolk and then you bring one flap to the other and you stick the two edges, not the two sides of the pastry, just keep it open on the sides. Now let's give all the final touches. Just apply some egg wash over the pastries and let's bake it on a preheated oven on 180 for 30 to 40 minutes or until you see the top of the pastry has achieved a beautiful golden color. And this is what you call pure labor of love. The final product, all homemade and home baked. Can you hear the crispiness of this pastry? It is so good. Hope you guys enjoyed my video tutorial. See you soon with yet another interesting recipe.